left and the right side of the page, because one of the symbolisms, if that's a word, of Vesica Piscis is the bringing together of opposites, the bringing together of two circles. Let's just pop that up there for you. It's Vesica Piscis. Vesica Piscis is a sacred geometry symbol, and it's what I love about this symbol is that it forms this shape in the center, which is so much part of the seed of life, the flower of life, and that's the first energy that feels like it wants to come through. This is a joining. And it's a beginning. It brings the message of begin, and it's now. We are now in solstice time, and this lens shape that you have here in the center, you will recognize if you've ever drawn the seed of life or the flower of life. And that just you know, take a moment to just connect with those two circles. Notice, are you going anti-clockwise, are you going clockwise? I realize I am going anti-clockwise in both of these. This is a sense of releasing. We are releasing and we are letting go as we connect with this symbol of Vesica Piscis. Now we also have, as part of that symbol, is that these two circles are themselves contained in a circle, and I'm going to struggle to fit that on the page, I think. So I'm just going to go, I know how this looks. Let's just connect it round. And interestingly, I'm now confidently going clockwise. So these two circles are held within a circle. If you were to draw this and construct it beautifully with a compass, you know, that would actually be much easier to make all of those join, but you know what, we go with what we have. So we have this outer circle, we have these two inner circles, this unwinding of all of, you know, I think for me at this solstice time, it is letting go of the last season. For me, in the northern hemisphere, that is spring to summer. I'm releasing anything that maybe didn't quite work out as I thought it was going to work out from spring to summer. If you are in the southern hemisphere, then that is going to be, for you, moving from autumn to winter, entering the darker days. The dark days. Let's go. This is a combining. This is the sun standing still. The sun pauses. The sun invites us to pause and reflect, and just go, you know, without any criticism, without any judgment, just pause and reflect and let go of anything that is going to prevent you or block you or cause any resistance to you moving forward into the new season. It's a now, begin, it's new. We get, how beautiful is that? We get to start again. We get to let go of anything that wasn't working, that didn't light us up, that wasn't our purpose, and we move into the new. Now I very much want to use the symbol of Vesica Piscis that is at the Chalice Well in Glastonbury. I'm just going to elaborate this a little bit, because there is this line coming down the centre at the Chalice Well. And that's where I'm going to be tomorrow, celebrating. Part of my solstice celebrations are going to be held at the Chalice Well. This is where I go to fill up, to replenish, to refuel. I was there last year, and you know, I'm excited. Very excited. Let's just go with very excited to be able to be back there. And this is where I think the water wants to come in. So I'm just going to use a little bit of water down the center of this page. It's really interesting because it's so warm today that it's even the waxy crayons are almost drying on the page before I can get to them. Okay. So we have this beautiful central line coming down, and you may want at this point just to take a sip of your water. If you brought a glass of water along with you, just take a sip now. Because this is filling up, refueling, replenishing. These are the words that come as we connect now with the wellhead. And at solstice time particularly, it's really interesting. Let's have another, let's bring some yellow into that. And just go with whatever colour wants to come forward for you. I'm sensing for me there's something about, you know, what do I need in this next season? There is something around my solar plexus energy centre that wants to come in here. So let's just bring that yellow onto the page, and then bring this, of course, for me. In the northern hemisphere, this is the longest day. This is sun. This is the sunniest day, and it's fabulous because we in the UK have had some awesome sunny days, to the point that sometimes the heat feels a little bit overwhelming, and that can be the case. You know, sometimes we end up with, you know, there is heat. And there is fire around all of this. And it's remembering that within the heat and the fire, we come to the wellhead, we come to source. We come to source. Come to the source. That's one of the phrases at Chalice Well is many paths, one source. Many paths, many paths, many paths, but there is just one source. And that feels like that wants to come onto the page. It's really interesting that this is coming as, you know, throat. Activate your throat. What do you need to say? This is your throat chakra. What needs to be said, what needs to be spoken now? What do you need to say now? Just pop your hands onto your symbol as you allow that energy to come through the page to you, to fill you up. You know, I'm noticing the colours. Remember your chakra colours. Orange here coming in for the emotion. You know, we can, it's this, these are emotional times that we are living in. Okay. Just breathe that in. Have another sip of water. Okay. Let's just think about, let's take a moment to breathe into this and think about what are we bringing together? This is the intersection. This is the joining. let's just put those energies down onto the page in whatever colour feels right for you. Think about what are you joining? I've got pink coming in. So we are joining together. We're joining the masculine energies. We're joining together the feminine and the masculine. You know, no more separation. We, you know, this is within us, our masculine and our feminine coming together to create this empowered center. The Vesica Piscis symbol is often used as symbols, and there's no sort of left or right here. Just go with what I'm feeling. You know, we've got heaven, we've got earth. What else is those separations that we want to bring together? The physical, the spiritual. You know, that it's not separate anymore. We have the opportunity, we have the power to bring these together. It's a very feminine symbol. This symbol in itself is celebrating creation, fertility. You know, just go with whatever words want to come onto the page. Don't worry about the colours. Don't worry about whether you can read it. That's not the point of a soul journaling session. As we connect with the symbol of this sacred geometry, this basic pattern for the power of life, this is the rebirth. This is the rebirth as you come into this symbol. What did I have there? Begin. It's rebirth. You have the opportunity to start again. Do you need to start again, or do you need to pick up something that you have left behind? You know, one of the beautiful practices that takes place at the chalice well, particularly at solstice, is the decoration of the wellhead, gift of offerings. And I'm going to turn all this into flowers in the background. What do I want on there? I think this just wants to be linked together. So I'm going to activate these colours in the centre. I'm thinking about the actual wellhead and thinking about there are some beautiful wrought iron work that embellishes, decorates, not the right word. The word is activation, I think. So I may add that later, but I want to bring flowers to my wellhead, which is an act of gratitude. An act of gratitude, and it's, you know, this is in a garden. This is the garden of gratitude. You know, what do you want to bring to this page? And I mean, maybe I'll stick some flowers around because I can't see them clearly, but that's okay. Just go with what wants to come onto your page. I have these little 5-petaled flowers. It's really interesting. It's quite windy. as I begin to think about all of the things in the last season that I am grateful for, that all of the blessings, all of the challenges, you know, we get to be grateful for the challenges as well. And I'm just connecting in there with the energy of 6, month of June, and just enjoying watching these little circles almost change colour as all of the different colours underneath start to join together. You know, it's not just I'm working with yellow, working with that empowered colour, sacral. Well, it's more yellow than orange, so solar plexus energy. It's sort of in between the two, and that, of course, can make us feel a bit emotional. That's I'm very much connecting with how our solar plexus, our power center, our I do, this is our commitment, how that can be interrupted, if you like, by our emotions, because quite often that's where our fear sits. So that is something that is coming through for me. I'm just loving this whole symbol being held in this lovely blue, purpley crown chakra, third eye. You know, just as a reminder, and I'm noticing that as soon as I start to drop into fear, I'm reminded, actually, you know what, I'm held by the divine here, the crown chakra. I am connected. My third eye tells me, indicates to me, I'm laughing at the air energy that is coming in, which you may or not be able to hear, and there, all of the things. So what am I missing? I'm missing heart energy here, you know. Let's just remind ourselves of all of this. All of this is held in love. That green, let's just bring that green in, however you want to bring green in. Okay. Right. Oh! Notice as you work with these colours, any body reaction, I call them. The posh one is, you know, this is somatic work that we're doing. You know, do you feel that in the body? Do you need to swap hands? As we, all of this symbol, everything we have worked on this in this meditation, is held by love energy, held by green light coming in. Okay. Just going to bring the fire back in. All of the elements seem to want to be here with us in this meditation today. We have fire, we have air, we have water. I have bare feet. I am connecting with the earth energy, and I'm just going to bring this crystal forward. As you know, this is the space that we exist in. The space of air, of fire, of water, of earth, all of the elements held together. So solstice blessings. I hope you have a wonderful celebration if you celebrate solstice, and if it's not something that you have ever celebrated particularly before, I invite you to take a moment to pause. The moment of solstice happens in the UK at something like 3:45 in the morning, but just use the energy over the next 2 or 3 days to take time to pause, to rest if that's what you are needing, and just reflect on all of the blessings that you have now, you have had in the last season, and you will have in the next season. Solstice blessings.